shelf. All of these books on here were from the library book sale, and because I just got them, I know I usually pick a blind TBR jar item, but this month I'm going to pick one from here, and then I'm gonna pick, I think I'm just gonna pick 5 that I feel like I'll try to get to sooner than others out of these prompts. So I think I made like 15 prompts or something. So I've just got them here. I didn't bother to put them in like a jar or anything like that. And I'm just going to pick 5 and then pick 5 books. Okay, the first one has an orange spine. Let me see, hopefully you can see it. Let me get everything with an orange spine and then we'll pick from there. I've seen everyone doing this lately and I was just like, I have to jump on this trend because it looks like so much fun, and I felt like this was the perfect time to do it when I have all these new books that I want to / need to read. Okay, it looks to me like this is everything with an orange spine. So let's see what I want to pick from here. I really want to read Safe Haven because I know I watched the movie, but I can't remember if I ever read it. Let's see. I don't think I want to read this one first, so I'm gonna set that to the side. This looked really adorable, and let me just quickly read these two's covers and see which one I would rather read out of these. So out of all of them, I'm gonna set this one down. Don't want to read that, so I'm in between these 3. And to be honest with you, I really just want to read Safe Haven, so I'm going to go with my gut on that, and I'm going to grab Safe Haven as my first choice here. Then I've got all of these. Let's pick another one. I'm going to pick this one. Black cover. I swear these are not just like all cover prompts. Let me get up here so I don't get confused. I have so many with black covers, and I said to myself actually that if I got this one, I already knew which one I was gonna pick, but now that the choice is upon me, I really don't know. Is that a black cover? I would call that a blue cover, honestly. Or is it a black cover? I don't know. I'm gonna just put it in. I'm pretty sure this one was the one I had in mind to choose if I got black cover. So it's called Before We Were Blue, and I think I'm just gonna go with my gut on this and pick this instead of pulling them all out. This one, oh my goodness, has a lady on the cover. Like, who came up with these? A lady on the cover? I feel like this is gonna take me forever. Like, does that count as a lady on the cover? All right, I'm gonna stop myself here because I just found this one and I really, really want to read this. So I'm going to choose this one. Oh my goodness, starts with the letter S. So I've got 4 here. I've got Shiver, Spilled Milk, Stepdog, Shatter, and The Silent Wife. Out of these, I really wanted to read this one. I think I'm going to choose Stepdog. Author's last name starts with the letter J. Got only 3, surprisingly, out of all of those, even the ones on the floor that I already looked through. So I'm going to have a hard decision here because I've got right behind you The Counselors and Paper Towns. So I'm thinking no to this one, but I'm really torn between these because I'm really wanting to read both of these, and I don't know. I wish I could have you guys like vote in real time so you could help me decide. I feel like I'm gonna have to go with Counselors because I was really looking forward to reading this one. So that is all 5 I've got now. I've got Safe Haven, Before We Were Blue, Mommy Dearest, Stepdog, and The Counselors. This is going to be my September TBR, and I'm going to skip my TBR jar pick and just use one of these for that instead this month.
So I know you just saw me pick my TBR for September, but it is now the end of October, and I've still not even started on that TBR.
That's a problem, I didn't know.
I've been really backed up with ARC reading, and those are kind of most important on the top of my list right now because those are books that have to be read before their release date. And I just have been so focused on that, I haven't been able to do the September TBR video that I thought I was going to be able to do. So I'm kind of canceling that, but still using the clip from that because I did pick like my TBR book for that. So the TBR Jar Challenge book pick was The Counselors, and I'm going to stick with that one out of all of them. And it's actually in the other room because I was just reading it. And I will hopefully be getting to those other books as soon as I can, and maybe even making a video for you about reading all of those. But for this video, we're going to be reading The Counselors. So let's go read. I'm so excited to start that book, and I don't really have anything else to say. So this is my midway point check-in for The Counselors, and I've taken off the book sleeve because I can't read with a book sleeve on. But so far, so good. I am very interested in this storyline. I don't know what this dog's doing. What are you doing? Come over here and sit down. All right. They're scared, my dogs, because my neighbor's getting work done on their house today, and there's some loud machine they're using that's like freaking them out. But anyway, midway point, I'm about like 50% done with it, I would say, and it has been really good. Also, fun fact, it is currently Halloween today, and I'm filming, so I just thought that would be cool to throw in just to have that in the video. This book is the perfect book to read for Halloween's time. Spooky season. I'm really glad that this was the book I got to read. I was supposed to read this in September, but I ended up reading it for October because I'm behind as per usual. But I'm glad that that worked out that way because I've been really enjoying it at this season. I actually got really into it. I made like a image artwork for it. I made a playlist on Spotify. You can go check that out. I'll link it below. I've been so into it. And like, I know this already isn't going to be a 5-star read. I'm leaning towards 4 right now because like it's been a little bit slow. There's been like a little bit of stuff where I'm just like, I kind of just want to read through it and get through it really quickly so I can figure out what the heck is going to happen. And I kind of wish I was enjoying the actual storyline of it more because they are at a summer camp and it is fun to read about that. But like, I want to know where the drama is, like what's going to happen. Let's find out some of these secrets. Basically, like she's uncovering things extremely slowly, and I wish there was some things that were happening a little bit faster. We also have chapters in here. We have like a chapter of now and a chapter of then, and as soon as you finish, like here's the now chapter, you go right into the then chapter, and it's literally a page and a half, and then you go right back into the now. So you're getting little pieces of the past throughout the book, which I am really liking that as well. I love hearing about the past and just like getting to dive into like what happened and what made this character like how they are now. I love when books do that. So I think that that's really well done. I wish we got a little bit more than a page and a half. I get that the author wants us to be like on edge and reading quickly, but like I just wish we had more because that would just, I'm like really freaking out. And I just want to sit down and read this all day so that I can figure out what's going to happen. And I wish I was like sitting there and like enjoying the story a little bit more, but also like I feel like that was the way that the author wrote this, was they wanted us to just kind of fly through this and really want to know what happens. So I don't mind it. It is a really good read. So far I'm leaning towards 4 stars. It could go either way. It could go 3, could go maybe 5. I'm thinking probably not 5. I don't think it could get above a 4 at this point. But we'll see. Let's go get back to reading, and then I will give you my final thoughts at the end. So I finished The Counselors and I rated it 3 stars. I feel bad about that rating. I kind of do because I was so amped when I started reading this book. I was so excited to have picked this book and I could not wait to read this. This was one of the books that I was really looking forward to reading. So I feel bad that I'm rating it 3 stars, but let me explain why I came up with that rating. Because the whole time I was reading, I was pretty much saying I was going to give it 4 stars, but it really just depended on the ending and all of that. And so the ending was okay. It wasn't really like mind blowing enough, I guess. It wasn't really explosive enough. I feel like some more drama should have definitely happened. I feel like fireworks should have like happened, you know. I feel like some big stuff should have happened and like yeah, we had like some semi big stuff happen, but it just didn't feel like the proper ending for this book in my opinion. Also, throughout the book, I really wanted to be enjoying like the storyline a little bit more, and I found that I just couldn't focus on enjoying the storyline because I just wanted to know what the mystery was. And I love that the author wrote it like that in a way because it really makes you want to read, it makes you motivated to read. But at the same time, it made me like not really enjoy the book as much because I was just racing to figure out the secrets and not really enjoying the writing of the book, if that makes sense. It's not to say it's a horrible book. That's not to say that the writing wasn't good in itself, but it was just kind of like a so-so book for me. And just everything together just didn't make exactly like what I would want it to be, I guess. I am happy to have read it. I was entertained by it. I definitely raced through it. I read it in like a couple of days. And yeah, pretty good book. I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it if you're new to thrillers. That also might be part of my problem is that I read so much and I'm so accustomed to thrillers that to shock me, like you really have got to come up with something just out of the box. And this was just kind of just a baby thriller, I would call it. So that's really all I have to say about it. I hope that I explained the storyline enough for you to like be interested in it. I almost kind of want to go into it a little bit more. So we start with a main character, and her name's Goldie, which I loved. That was like the cutest name ever. And she gets to go to camp where like all the rich kids get to go to camp because her parents work there, and she's made like some really long lasting friendships that over the years have really like kind of got her through life in a way because she lives in a small town and doesn't really have a lot of friends. There's some stuff that goes down that really alienates her even more from the small town. And so she like really looks forward to summer. It's like her most like it's her little shining star in her life that gets her through the rest of her life in a way. So she like says she's got like 3 months of like bliss and then she goes back to the real world and that's her small town. And so she is going to camp and she has had some really crazy stuff happen to her. And she's going to the camp for the first time as a counselor this year. And her friends are also going to be counselors. So we get to see the perspective of a camp counselor, which was actually really interesting. And I really enjoyed that part of it. We also get to see that there's a death that occurs and we're trying to figure out, was it a murder? Was it accidental? What happened? And it happens at the camp and it's like this big scandal. Goldie is like just trying to figure everything out while also keep her camp friends and keep in their like inner circle. And so it was really fun. It was a really entertaining ride. And that's all I'm going to give you because I don't want to give too much of the book away, but that's a little like sum up of the book. And that's it. Thank you for coming along on my blind TBR journey. I hope you liked this one's pick. It was a little bit different. Like I said, might make a video where I read all of those books that I picked and show you all of those because I only showed you picking this one. And I actually picked 5 total. So if I do read those 5, I will make a video for it. And this was one of the 5. So this will also, I'll have like a little clips from this video in that one as well, just to show you my breakdown of this in there. But yeah, that was a new way of like picking for my TBR. It was like using prompts, and I have seen a lot of YouTubers doing that lately, and I thought it would be fun. But right now, I just have like so many videos I feel like I need to get out before the end of the year that one is kind of on my back burner for like if I happen to just have some free time and I can do another video, I'll do it. But maybe look forward to that one in the new year. And if you want to see more content from me, I post all the time on my Instagram, so go check out that. I would love to see you over there. I have heard from a lot of you over there. You are DMing me, and that is so fun to be able to talk to you, and I love talking to you guys. Also, thanks for being here today. Please like this video and subscribe if you have enjoyed today's video. And I post a new video here every week on every single Friday, so make sure you look out for that as well. And that's literally it. That's all I've got to say, and I'll see you in my next video soon. Bye, guys.